What's going on, everybody? Exceptional Gabe here, back with another edition of Exceptionally Animated. And today, I've got a true voiceover legend from Vancouver on my show. Please welcome the amazing Lisa Ann Beley. Thank you for joining us today.
Hi, Gabe.
One of the first questions I always ask with these interviews is not only how did you get into voice acting, but what was one of your first ever voiceover roles in the industry?
I trained at the University of British Columbia, so I'm a trained actor. I got my BFA, and I got out into the big bad world. Graduated in the 90s, and I met someone. They said, "Oh, you've got a really good voice. Have you ever thought about doing voiceover work?" And I was like, "What?" And yeah, got myself an agent and ended up going up for my first show, which I booked, which was Exo Squad. Uh, Gosh, I can't, might 94 or something like that. Maybe earlier. Maybe, yeah, no, definitely earlier. Yeah, and then it just kind of, and that was at Ocean Studios actually that we recorded that. And that set me off and launched me off into a path of wonderful characters and anime and prelay. And yeah, that's where it really began.
So, looking through your resume, I can definitely see that you've done way more ADR roles over your career than prelay. So, did you have a preference? Did you prefer the ADR or did you prefer the prelay work?
The prelay work is you're with the other actors often in the studio, and so you get to work off of them,
Yeah.
and you get to build the original vocal tract for the characters. You do that before they even draw the cartoon. So it has a little bit more of a creative build feel to it. But anime is as equally as fun, and it's kind of crazy because anime is just amazing. The characters they build and the stories that they build. And it can be a little bit lonely because it's usually just you in the booth. Um, but there's also fantastic directors and technicians and engineers. And so we have a blast together as well. So I don't know that I necessarily have a preference. It's a little more technical with the anime, so it can be a little frustrating at times, but I'm always just super happy to be in the studio and help bring these characters to life.
Mm-hmm. And what were your memories of working with director Carl Williams?
Oh, Carl. Carl's the absolute best. When I did my first show at Ocean, Carl was one of the engineers. So he was on the board. And so through the years, saw him step into a director role, and he totally understood what it was like to be behind the mic. And so just super supportive and so fun. And yeah, I call him a friend. He's one of the best. I haven't seen him in a few years, but and he's also a dog person like me. So yeah, Carl is a super sweetheart.
You're obviously living in the States now, and are you still doing any voiceover work in the States, or are you working on other projects out there?
I haven't had much time actually to do much voiceover work, and I really, really, really miss it. I've been here in the States now for coming up to 10 years, and I took on a full-time job at the Shakespeare Theater Company in Washington, D.C. So I'm head of voice and text. So I'm coaching a lot of shows, and I'm also our company runs a graduate classical training program. So I'm also teaching voice and speech and text to new actors, young actors. And so I haven't had a lot of time. I've done a little bit. I've done a couple things down the line. I've created a couple projects with friends, and I'm also doing a little bit of teaching with my students when I can to introduce a lot of them into the world of voiceovers. So the worlds merge. But when you contacted me, I was like, oh, I miss my life in the studio so much. So I thought, yeah. And I've done a couple of these in the last few years, and it just reminds me how much I love it. So hope to get back into the studio a bit more soon.
The show that actually made me want to reach out to you, we're going to be getting to it soon, but one of your roles is one of my favorite characters you ever voiced. It was such an amazing character, an amazing franchise, amazing anime. But we'll get to it. I'm building it up.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
So, after Exo Squad, you were in Darkstalkers. Remember doing that show?
Oh yeah. Yeah. Can you remind me who I voiced in Darkstalkers?
You were Felicia.
Okay. It sounds like I'm like, oh my God, what did I do? It's not that at all. It's just it's going back a few years and I have to go into the recesses of my brain. Um, yeah, I think that was a lot of fun, that one. That was a lot of fun. I
Mm-hmm.
can't quite remember her as well as say, you know, maybe Relina, but anyway,
Mm-hmm. And
yeah.
it looks like you voiced a couple other like additional characters throughout the series as well. But anyway, moving along, another show you were in was G.I. Joe Extreme. Um,
Yeah.
and that show had so many legends. In fact, so many legends got their start on that show, like Brian Drummond, Colin Murdoch. I believe Scott McNeil was in that show. Gary Chalk was in that show.
Yeah, I'm so fortunate to have worked with those legends. They're the absolute best. Scott actually coached me before I went up for my first audition. Um, and because I was so new to it. So, and I'd never been in the studio before. He probably wouldn't remember that. It was, quite a few years ago now. But Scott, yeah, Gary, Brian. I mean, Brian is he's just incredible. You could be in the room with that one person and actually be in the room with five different characters in the same show. He's just, well, all of them, just really terrific, supportive, creative actors. Yeah, very lucky to have worked with them all.
Mm-hmm. And shortly after that, you would eventually go on to one of my favorite shows you were in. And I'm, of course, talking about Gundam Wing. I got a VHS right here. You were Relina.
Yes, I was. I
Mm-hmm.
was Berlina Peacecraft. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And that was with Brian Drummond and Scott McNeil as well.
Yes. Yeah, it was when we're dubbing these shows, in many ways we don't really know yet what kind of uh effect it's going to have and what kind of life it's going to have. But the whole Gundam series just turned out to be quite quite a huge successful, amazing series. So it was a lot of fun to be a part of it. And it was fun to start that character, as a 15-year-old and then have her grow into the leader that she became.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
And what were some of your favorite memories of working on Gundam Wing, which was probably one of your very first major ADR roles at the time?
Um, gosh, I don't know. It was really fun to step into that lead character. And I give credit to the women who originally voiced those characters as well, because I think they really set a tone for a lot of the work as well. And sometimes we would listen back, not all the time, we would listen to the original recording just to get a feel or where the momentum of the scene was going. So I have to give credit to them as well. Um, I think it was tricky sometimes with Erlina, and I know there's been a lot of pushback from some of the fan base that, she was sometimes she didn't necessarily say what she should have said, or she was kind of, um, internal and kind of in this place of young angst. But I think that's where a lot of 15-year-old girls are. So to see her progress through all of that was a lot of fun as well.
Mm-hmm. And eventually, this is the show I've been building up. You would go on to Gundam Seed, which is not only my favorite Gundam, but you got to voice Maru Ramius, which is my favorite
Yes.
character you've ever voiced.
Oh, Gabe, thank you. I kind of forgot about her. I mean, how could I? Actually, she was so much fun. She was, in charge and just ran the whole ship. And but yeah, no, she was a lot of fun. I got to yell commands a lot about fire, and and battle stations and that kind of stuff, which is always fun. And I love being in charge. I love it when a woman's in charge. Definitely, definitely a lot of fun with her.
Mhm. And what I loved about Captain Ramius is she always kept the professionalism because it was, the military, but at the same time, she always looked out for the best interest of her crew, especially Kira and what they were going through, which was a huge contrast compared to Sarah John's character, who was much more serious and
Right.
didn't really think about others' feelings too much.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Um, yeah, that's true. And she had a love interest, didn't she? Uh, who was her love interest again? My character. Do you remember
Like,
that?
wasn't it Mula Flaga?
Was that it? Who played that?
That was Trevor Duvall.
Yeah, Trevor, Trevor. Yes. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Trevor
Yeah.
Duvall.
Mula Flaga was one of the ace pilots on board the
Mhm.
Archangel. So we're spoiling it for everyone.
Sorry. Sorry, everyone.
Yeah,
Still worth watching.
yes, definitely. So, one of definitely Gundam Seed is not a show you want to watch if you're super depressed because it is so sad in some episodes. Like remember Tabitha St. Germain's character Flay?
Yeah.
So there was a really heart-wrenching scene where her dad is on board a ship and they're in battle and Flay literally takes Lacus Klein, that was Shanto Strand, and is like, give orders that I'm gonna kill her if they do not cease fire. And then they end up still killing her dad in the crossfire, and she goes pretty much insane.
Wow. I don't remember that storyline, but wow. Yeah,
Yeah,
you're right. There's some really dark themes in some of these shows. Absolutely.
yeah. Flay from the beginning, she had it out against the coordinators, but then she eventually like grew on Kira. She enlisted in the military. If you remember at the end of episode 13, when everyone was about to be discharged, then Kira's friends decide to stay and help.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah. I wish I could say that I remember all the details of those storylines, but I don't remember that, but very captivating and excellent, excellent
mhm.
story arcs. Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And again, going back to what I was saying earlier, so Lieutenant Badgirl, that was Sarah John's character,
Hmm.
and your character, their two personalities would often clash with each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, like for example, one moment I remember, so Kira's out in the Gundam and he sees one of the rescue pods, and the lieutenant is like, you can't bring it on the ship because this is like high profile military stuff, blah blah blah. But then your character was like, I'll allow it. Yeah,
Sure, I'll allow it.
yeah.
Uh,
But that so Gundam Seed is one of those shows that I literally can't say enough good stuff about it.
that's so
All of the
sweet. Yeah.
all of the characters, are just their storylines are so genuine, and the story is so good, and it's definitely one of my favorite animes of all time.
Uh, yeah, I had a I for I you know I recently talked to somebody about Relina,
Yeah,
the Gundam Wing series, because they had a big like 30th anniversary or something, or 20,
yeah,
I can't remember. And so she was at the forefront of my brain, and I can't believe I forgot uh, Gundam Seed, because that was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed that character.
yeah, yeah. And in fact, when Kira and Muru Ramius first met, if you remember, Kira basically saved your life because he was piloting the Gundam, and your character's reaction was like, "Whoa, this is just a kid. How does he know how to pilot this thing so
Yeah,
well?"
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
because he was
Yeah.
a coordinator. Coordinator. That's why he.
That's why you knew it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. Fun. Really fun stuff.
yeah. And you would also go on to do Gundam Double O.
Did I? Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Remind me which character I played in that.
So in Gundam Double O, I'm probably gonna butcher this name. Sumuragi Lee Nuija.
Yeah, yeah, I do remember her now. Yeah, I think Sumagi, I think it was. I may be saying that wrong too. Um, but she was also like a leader, wasn't she? I tend to fall into these kind of leadership roles. Um, you know,
Yeah.
captain of spaceships or what have you. Maybe not spaceships, but yeah, no, they were in space. Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've definitely seen more Gundam Seed and Gundam Wing than Gundam Double O, so I'm not
Yeah.
as familiar with that one as the other two.
Yeah, I'm not sure that there, I don't know the number of episodes. I don't know how many I did of that as well. So I feel like the other ones were, there were more, but
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
And in I don't know if you remember this character, but in Gundam Seed, going back to Gundam Seed for a minute, you also voiced Eileen Canival, who was obviously not a major character in the show.
Yeah. I don't remember her. I mean, that happens a lot.
Yeah.
There's some incidental characters that show up who just are in one or two scenes. And so, um, yeah, it's fun to jump in and voice those as well. So I sometimes don't remember all of those incidentals, but
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
But
yeah.
before we move on, do you have any other memories you wanted to share, not only about Gundam Seed, but as the Gundam franchise as a whole?
Um, I think just I was surprised at again how it just took off. You just never expect these things, and you're doing your job and you're creating this stuff with wonderful people, and then it becomes this phenomenon, and it's kind of exciting to witness, and I love the fact that it just brings um, fans together and so much joy to people who really love anime. So I think that's really awesome.
Mm-hmm.
It's not about me, honestly. Yeah.
And moving along, you were also in the Vision of Escaflowne. Remember doing that show?
Mhm. I know the name. I don't remember the show.
Uh,
Yeah.
you were Maureen Aston.
Um, yeah, I don't remember that one. I remember the name, but I can't put a visual to it. I'd have to look it up. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you were also in Street Fighter, the animated series. You voiced most notably Cammy White.
Yeah. Yeah, I had a lot of fun with that one. She was British, so I got to do a British accent. I go back and listen to it, and it's not that great, the accent. Also, because I went on to marry Jonathan Holmes, who's also a voice actor, and he's British, and so I have to live with his criticism. But it was, you know what, regardless, it was so much fun to voice her. She was so sassy and a bit of a smart aleck, and yeah, that was a lot of fun, Cammy.
Mhm. And when you got casted in that show, did you ever play any of the Street Fighter video games?
I haven't. I'm not really a big video game person. Yeah, obviously I've voiced on them, but I've never really, I'm just kind of, it's just a little bit too old. Not, I was doing, Tetris and Pac-Man, and then it never really took off for me, like for some. Yeah. Is it a fun game? Have you played it?
Yes, it is. Yes. Probably one of the most popular fighting games, along with Mortal Kombat as well.
Oh, really? Oh, okay. Oh, I'll
And
have to
well,
check
now
it out.
Super Smash Brothers as well, obviously. Um, but anyway, moving along, you were also in Silent Mobius, where you voiced again several different characters.
Was I somebody's mother in that too? I probably was.
You were Kitty,
Oh, Kitty.
yeah,
Okay.
Kiddy.
Right. Okay. Yeah, that rings a bell. Yep.
Yeah. Um, do you have any memories of working on that show?
I don't. I don't. It's funny because I I was thinking about, it's the people that I work with that I often
Yeah.
remember the most. And the shows, yes, but it's often my most heartfelt memories are standing in the booth and having a laugh with Carl, or one of the engineers, or seeing one of the other actors as I'm leaving and they're coming in and checking in. That doesn't mean that the characters aren't important. They are as well. Uh, but with so many years that have gone by, I just sometimes don't remember all the details of the shows, which makes me think I should go back and watch some of them again. It's been several years, and so yeah,
Hmm.
but always a great time. Yeah.
Hmm. Most definitely. You were also in a couple episodes of Inuyasha, which is by far another very popular anime.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. That's a good one. I remember seeing that. Yeah, I
Yeah,
remember that one a little bit too.
yeah.
Yeah,
In
yeah.
Inuyasha, you definitely voiced well, you voiced two moms in Inuyasha. You voiced Mayu's mom,
hmm
and in the final act, you voiced Shoshimaru's mom.
hmm Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I was often the motherly voice. The Kathleen Barr was another one who did a lot of those, and uh,
Nicole
uh,
Oliver.
Nicole Oliver. That's that. Yeah, she was exactly who I was trying to think of. Again, just amazing, amazing actors.
Hmm. In this show, you might not remember, but this is a show I categorize as one of the shows that's so ridiculous that it's absolutely hilarious. Remember Sherlock Holmes in the 22nd century?
Oh, I do. Yes. Yeah. Gosh, Johnny Payne was on that with me. Oh, that's right.
Jason Gray stood was
Jason
on.
Gray Stanford. Yeah, that's right. He played Sherlock, didn't he?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
believe so. Yeah,
yeah,
and there
yeah,
was like Ian James Colette and
yeah. Ian, all great, all great.
mhm,
Yeah, that was fun. That was uh, yeah, that was Prelay. That was a lot of fun. I think we had hoped that that would get a little more legs underneath it and live a little longer, but it didn't. I only think it made one season, I think.
yeah, that
Yeah,
was Deacon Entertainment, obviously.
that's right. Yes. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, and you were also in Dragon Ball Z. You voiced Chi Chi at one point. Obviously, I think Laura originally
Lara
voiced.
Sadik was the original. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Laura's a good friend. I can't remember. I think she was doing something else and she just couldn't make the record dates or something. So yeah, then I stepped in to kind of, I think I finished the series. I really don't know, but yeah, that one impresses a lot of people. And I'm like, oh, great, thanks. I have to give credit to Laura. Yeah. So yeah,
and I
but it was
believe you
fun.
did a couple other like very minor roles throughout the series as well.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Um, and it reminds me, so the role of Bulma that was originally Maggie Blue O'Hara, and she also had to leave in like the final season.
Right.
So, do you know France Perez?
Very well.
Yeah.
Yes.
She was brought in to voice match for Maggie Blue O'Hara.
Yeah. France is terrific. Really good actor.
Mm,
Sweetheart. Yeah.
I just interviewed her.
Oh, did you? Oh, I think she's terrific.
Mhm.
Um, yeah, I remember we had the same agent. Um, yeah, she's brilliant. I remember she worked at the Olympics. She did some of the voiceovers in the Olympics, and I thought that was so cool.
Mhm. And a show you two, another show you two got to work on. We're not together, obviously, since it's ADR. This is another favorite of mine. Do you remember Elemental Jade?
I remember the name, but I don't have a visual on that one.
So, your character's name was Ophis. She was the lead of Chaos Choir, and your character Ophis, she always has a little spell book. Um,
Oh, fun.
yeah,
I love playing the bad guy.
yeah.
It's so fun. I got to do that on, I don't know if you got this one in front of you, Mixmaster, I think it was.
Mixmaster. Was that
Yeah,
also done at Ocean?
I think so. Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Uh,
Um, yeah.
and who did he get to voice in a Mixmaster?
Oh, what was her name? Oh gosh. I want to say just not just Jelaine, Justine. No, that's not it. Um, oh, she's one of my favorites though. She kind of lived up here and she's just like, oh, no, everyone was just, oh, and I'm so beautiful. And so she was a lot of fun. And she was part of like a team and they were all minions under this Scott McNeil played the bad guy.
Yeah.
And yeah, Justine was her name, I think. I can't remember. So terrible. It sounds
Mm-hmm.
like it's all I'm so above it, but I'm really not. It's just it's just I can't remember all these things unless I'm looking at them.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, but it was a lot of fun to play her.
Mm-hmm. And I got something funny to share with you. I don't know if you knew this, but the character I just brought up, Ophis from Elemental Jade, apparently you also voice matched from Laura for that character as well.
I love it. I love it. That's great.
Yeah.
Sorry, Laura.
And your two um side companions for Chaos Cryo were voiced by Tabitha St. Germain and Sharon Alexander.
hmm Yeah. Tabitha's just the bomb, you know.
Yeah.
She's the queen. She's the queen. We all bow down to her. She's just terrific.
Mm.
Good
uh
human being.
she's probably one of my biggest inspirations to get
Mine
into
too.
voice acting, honestly.
Yeah. Yeah. She's
Mm.
just terrific.
uh and you were also in He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. You were
Yes.
Tila.
Tila. Yeah. That was one of my early prelay series, and it was fantastic to work on that as well. Again, just to stand in the studio with all those legends was terrific, and um, had a great time doing that one. Um, trying to remember who else was on that. I can't remember now. One of the
Brian
actors,
Dobson.
Brian. Yeah, they were all on it. It was so much fun.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Brian Dobson was Skeletor.
That's right, he was. Yeah. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And were you in X-Men Evolution as well? Did you have a small role in that show?
Yeah, I think I did a couple of guests on that. I played a baddie in one of those. I remember that. Um, yeah. I was in a couple of those episodes. I do remember that.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Um, and a very popular show you were in around that time. You were in Transformers Cybertron. You got to voice Override.
Yeah. Yeah, I did that with Terry Klassen. He directed that. Um, yeah, that was I loved that show. I think what I loved about that show is that I have a daughter who's now 20, and I think some of her friends when we were little, they thought it was really cool that I had voiced that character. And my students even today are like, "What? You're Override?" So yeah, that was a lot of fun.
Hmm.
It's a lot of fun.
And how did it feel at the time, being in a franchise as large as the Transformers?
I don't know. I wasn't up on what some of I think it was afterwards that I really understood how big some of these franchises were. When I was in it, I was a bit naive and just didn't really know what, what I was stepping into. And so just grateful and excited and happy to be a part of something that's is going to be there for forever. And, we see it over and over again. People are building something else, and then we're going to do a live action of this, and we're going to redo this. So it's kind of fun to be a part of something like that. Yeah,
Hmm.
very
And
cool.
still to this day, you're probably well aware they have the TF cons, where they have a lot of the OG Transformer voice actors like Gary
Yeah,
Chalk and
yeah.
um, Richard Newman. And
Oh, Richard. Oh, dear heart. I love Richard Newman. He's the best. Yeah,
mhm.
yeah.
uh, you were only in one episode of this anime, but it's another favorite of mine. Remember Powerpuff Girls Z?
Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, I do. Yeah,
You
yeah.
were Joey.
That's right. I played little boy in that one.
Yeah.
That's right. Poor Joey. He was just misunderstood. He was a bit of a bully, but the truth was he just wanted friends. So
Yeah,
he turned out all right in the
yeah.
end. I do remember little Joey. Yeah,
Mhm.
he was fun.
And again, Powerpuff Girls was another, very popular show. Still is a very popular show. Um, have you seen any of the original Powerpuff Girls? Or did you watch any of it before you worked on Powerpuff Girls Z?
I watched a little bit of it, but not a ton, no. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I do know that one, I know how big that one is. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then shortly after that, you were in the most unhinged anime ever made, Black Lagoon.
I loved Black Lagoon. That was so fun. That's where I got to play Eda, right?
Yeah, the nun with the gun. The nun with the gun.
That one I remember, Gabe. That might tell you a lot about me. That I do remember playing Eda. It was just so freeing. And she was wicked and smart aleck, and some of the fight stuff that we got to record, and it was just wry, and the humor was dark, and it's just a bit of a deviation from some of the other shows. So I agree with you, a bit off the charts, but so
Mm,
much fun to record her. Yeah.
mm. And that show also had Marika Hendricks, who's just amazing.
Love that girl. I miss my friends. I miss everybody so much. I'm so lucky to have worked with so many of those people, and and I consider them all friends as well. And Marika she's just, yeah, top notch gal.
When are you gonna make a trip to Vancouver to visit everyone?
Oh, I was there last summer. Yeah, it's still home for me, and I suspect that one of these days I'll probably end up back home. Um, yeah, but for now we're just plugging along. But
Mm.
yeah,
I
yeah,
hope someday to see you in some more voiceover roles, but sadly, as you're probably well aware, with AI and after the pandemic, not many people have jobs, sadly.
yeah. Yeah, I mean it's a tough one, isn't it? It's really hard, and I think it's probably another reason why when you messaged me about doing this, it's pining for the days of yesterday. Yeah, it's really sad how a lot of these things are no longer being, we're not building them the same way that we used to, and I think it's too bad because it's an amazing creative
Mhm,
process that
mhm,
that hopefully doesn't get lost forever.
mhm.
Yeah.
And thinking of Black Lagoon, I think it was a few years ago. You did an interview with my friend Chris Mayak. Hopefully, I'm pronouncing your last name correctly, Chris. Shout out to you. He's awesome.
Yes, he was lovely. Yeah, I did that. I think I did that in in COVID or at the end of COVID. I can't remember. And I had finally caught the bug. I'd finally caught COVID. So I did this interview with him, and I barely had a voice at all.
Mhm. And
Yeah.
he definitely knows a lot more about Black Lagoon, way more than I ever could know about the anime. But from what I've seen, not only is it very unhinged, but I love the show too.
Yeah. 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 It was a lot of fun to do that show. A lot of fun.
Mm-hmm. Uh, and were you in Death Note as well?
I didn't do too much in Death Note. I did a couple of characters, I think, and one of them, she died quite early, I think. Um, but again, that was a really interesting show. I mean, that was so, just again, the themes behind it were so, I don't want to say they were dark, but not necessarily as weird as Black Lagoon. Yeah, I can't remember the character's name. I do have a visual of my character lying on a couch at one point, but yeah,
Apparently her name was Hal Lidner.
that's it. Well done.
Uh, and I don't know if you're aware of this, but the show is so popular that Brian Drummond, Shannon Chan Kent, Alessandro Giuliani, and a couple other of the actors from Death Note are going on tour
Are
to a bunch
they?
of
Oh,
different conventions.
that's awesome. That's cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't really do many of the conventions. I think I did a couple. Um, yeah, I didn't really do many of those. I wasn't asked very often. Hey, people, invite me to a convention. I'll come.
Yeah, they should invite you because you're awesome.
Thanks, Gabe.
I would totally get a signature if you have any prints of Maru from Gundam Seed.
I don't have any. I'm looking around my room like I'd have some here, but I don't. It'd have to be something I'd print off, and yeah. But we can organize that maybe.
So another very strange well, it's not even a show, it was a direct DVD film. You were in Bratz Babies, remember that?
Oh yeah, Explodo Girl, I think I
Yes,
played. That's
yes,
right.
that is exactly right.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I don't. I That was a prelay, so I don't know that I actually ever saw the final product. I think I've maybe seen some clips online, but yeah,
Hmm.
yeah.
And that was when everyone was trying to be hip. They had a Z at the end.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's hilarious.
And another prelay you did was Tom and Jerry Tales. Remember that show?
Oh, I do. I do. Yeah, that was another one I did with Terry Klassen. Um, oh yeah, I'm trying to well, who did I play in that one? It was just they're like
Yeah,
short little
you were a
vignettes.
lab technician and
That's
a
right.
lion.
There you go. So versatile. So
Yeah,
versatile.
and
Yeah.
Tom and Jerry Tales. That was, of course, with Sam Vincent as Jerry and
Sam.
Don Brown as Tom.
Don Brown. Yeah, that's right. Oh, Sam was great. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
As was his brother, Gabe. I don't know if you remember Gabe.
Oh
I did.
yeah, um,
Yeah,
he tragically passed
he
away.
did.
Um,
Yeah. That's a great loss for so many of us. But I did He-Man with Gabe.
mhm.
Um, yeah.
um, and since you brought up Gabe, I also wanted to ask you, what were your memories of working with Kobe Moore?
Oh, Kirby Morrow, yeah. Just an absolute sweetheart. Uh, Very gregarious and friendly and funny. Um, and just cared a great deal about what he did. Another great loss for so many of us. Yeah, but just a real powerhouse. He brought so much to his work and to the stories we told, and yeah, those ones are really hard losses. Great, great, great friends and really sad. But
Mhm.
uh but they live on, and that's so great. They live on in the work that they've done, and so we're very lucky to have that as well.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
And I love both of their work. And it's just a true loss for this amazing community.
Yeah. I agree. Yeah.
Mhm. And shortly after, you were in Iron Man Armored Adventures.
I do remember that one. Yeah, I played the computer voice.
Yeah, of like an Iron Man suit, correct?
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. That was prelay, and there were a lot of great people in the studio. We had a great time. The actor who played Iron Man was what's his name? Adrian was his name. Is that right? I don't know if you have that
Adrian
information.
Petrie.
Yes, Adrian Petrie. And it was his first. It was his first big show, and now the guy is just like gone crazy. He's one of the best. But he was so lovely to work with.
Hmm.
Yeah,
And another Marvel related show you did shortly thereafter, you were in Marvel Knights Eternals.
yeah. I love doing those. Those were I'm a Neil Gaiman fan as well, so that was kind of fun because it was the comic book, so it was verbatim, like we recorded exactly what was in the book. So yeah, that was a lot of fun. I think I played Medusa, right? Am I
Uh,
right?
Yeah, you were Athena, Elliot, and
That's right.
Ludmilla.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
Yeah, Medusa, you're thinking of Inhumans.
Oh, right. That's the one. That's the one. Right. I think they were the same franchise though.
Yeah, I think so actually. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
But forgive me if I'm wrong.
and you were also in one episode of Slug Terror. Remember that show?
Yes, I do. I do remember that one. I played like a rebellion leader or something, didn't I? Like a,
Yes,
yeah,
yes.
yeah.
And that was with Andrew Francis, who's one of my favorites.
My gosh. He was a baby too when I first met him. Yeah, him and Adrian, I remember. They were just these young, sharp, really fantastic actors. Yeah.
Mhm. And again, so many other legends. Sam Vincent was in that show. Leto Carr,
Mhm.
Brian Drummond again,
Mhm.
Michael
Oh, Brian's in
Dobson.
everything.
Yeah,
Yeah. Oh, the Dobson brothers too. Yeah.
yeah,
There's Paul, there's Brian, there's
Michael.
Michael. Yeah. Loved working those guys. So fun.
hmm and remember how I said Black Lagoon was the most unhinged anime ever? This
Yeah.
show might be a close second. Remember doing Gintama?
Yeah, I kind of do. That was weird, wasn't it? Who did I
Yeah,
play in that?
you were
Archbishop.
Archbishop in
Yeah.
Gintama.
Yeah. Yeah, I again that one's yeah, it was so strange. I can't quite put the storyline together. Yeah.
Yeah, and Jason Simpson was in Gintama as well.
Jason. I taught Jason. He went to the film school. It was many years ago, and he in one of the when I first started teaching, and he was in one of my first classes, and I just love him. He's so fantastic. Yeah, so I've known Jason for a long time. Good guy.
hmm and you were also in Superbook, which was like a Christian animated
Oh
series.
yeah, that's right. I was. I did that with, was that with Henny? I think Henny was on that. I don't know if he was directing. He might have been, yeah. I can't remember. No, 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 no. That was oh my gosh. Brilliant, brilliant voice actor, went on to do a lot of directing. Michael, what's Michael's last name? Yeah, anyway, Superbook. Those were interesting. Those were interesting roles
hmm
to play. Yeah.
Um, and this you might not remember too well, because this is rather obscure. But you were in an anime called Yonko's Come Home. Remember that?
I do remember that. I played the mother.
Yes, because another very underrated voice actress, Brittany Wilson, was in that. I think it was a first ever voiceover role, if I'm not
Right.
mistaken. Uh, but and I believe Chantel Strand may have been in that as well. I
That's
could be wrong.
right.
Yeah.
You know, I remember that one because somebody I went to theater school with, it was her first directing job and she directed that. I think that's the one we worked on together. So that was kind of cool to do that. Yeah.
hmm
Yeah.
Um, and another question I had for you, obviously, since this is like the most popular show to use a Vancouver voiceover cast, you ever audition for My Little Pony Friendship is Magic?
I did, Gabe, and I'm still mad about it. I didn't get cast. As a voiceover actor in Vancouver, I didn't get into My Little Pony or the Care Bears or Barbie, and I am ticked about it. Grr. Yeah. No, I never landed anything in those shows. My Little Pony. Yeah. So unfortunately, I didn't get to ride that train. Oh
Ah,
well.
that
Oh well.
sucks.
You win some, you lose some.
um, a show I completely forgot about that you were in. Remember Mega Man NT?
Yeah, I do. Who did I play in that one?
Your character's name was Eve.
Yeah. I can't remember the details of that one.
Again, that
Again, I
was
remember the
yeah,
names. I remember the names, but
yeah,
yeah.
that was with Andrew Francis again, who voiced Mega
Yeah.
Man. Yeah,
Okay,
uh,
yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, yeah. Right, yeah.
yeah. So ooh, another good one. You were in. Remember Hack Roots? You were Pi and Ender.
Yeah. Ender. Yeah, I remember those were kind of dark characters too.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
again, that show, the two lead characters, it was Andrew Francis again and Marika Hendricks.
Marika, I love her. Yeah, it's great. Yeah.
But anyway, are there any other woes I haven't mentioned yet that you would like to bring up? Or any other favorite woes you've done throughout your career?
Oh, wow. Let me see. Let me see. Oh, hmm. I did one with, which one was that where I was, uh, I should have looked up my own bloody resume before getting on this call with you. Um, yeah, I don't, you named so many of them. And again, for me, it's often, it comes back to the people that I was working with that I remember the most. And so it's been an absolute delight to go down memory lane with you and recall uh, all these fantastic people that I got to play with and build these memorable, little bits of something for all of us to enjoy. So
Mm-hmm,
yeah, yeah,
mm-hmm. Ooh, you were also in Hot Wheels. You were Coma.
that's another one. Yes, I was in Hot Wheels. That's right. I was Karma Ice. Um, I think Andrew Francis was in that one too, was he? Um, yeah, that was a lot of fun. And again, as a mom, and my daughter actually voiced a couple of shows. Um, it was uh, it was just fun for young kids when you tell them that you were in Hot Wheels to see their little faces go, "What? Whoa!" So that was a real treat. But yeah, that was a fun one to do as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Andrew Francis, Brian
Hmm.
Drummond, Kathleen Barr, and Michael
Hmm.
Donovan.
Michael Donovan. Yes, that's right. Michael Donovan is he directs as well. That's the I was going Michael Donovan. Yeah, great, great director. So supportive. Him and his wife I'm just so grateful for their friendship and their mentorship. It was really terrific. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
And did you ever work with Doug Parker back in the day?
I did work with Doug Parker back in the day. Yeah, yeah. Not very often, only a few times, but yeah, yeah.
He's one of the OG directors in
He sure
Vancouver.
is. Yeah, he sure is. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, terrific. And I just remember him being so very tall, but very nice guy. Yeah.
So, looking back at all of your voiceover roles, all of the ones I've named today, do you have, looking back, a favorite role you've ever done?
Eda, Black Lagoon was one of my favorite.
Mm,
Jasmine is her name in Mixmaster, one of my favorites. That was one of the anime. Um, I think my heart for Exo Squad and Nara Burns because it was my first prelay show.
mm,
It's got a special place in my heart. Um, and yeah, I think He-Man was also playing the computer voice was a lot of fun as well.
I thinking of
Um,
Iron Man with the computer
Iron
voice.
Man, not He-Man. Yeah, Iron Man. That's right. But you know what? Again, He-Man too, Tila. I mean, she's iconic. She's iconic. So I'm very lucky that I got to voice her for as long as I did. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. I just
Uh,
miss it. I miss it a lot. It's such a fulfilling, creative uh, thing to do to just bring these characters to life on the screen. Yeah.
and obviously, you already know my favorite of yours will always be Maru Ramius because
Yes. Oh,
she
I'm
was
sorry. I should have said that too.
yeah, she was such a great captain. And again, I just loved how she would always keep her professionalism, but she would always look out for her crew's well
Yeah.
being.
Yeah.
and the fact that they were going through all of these emotions and stuff
Yeah.
throughout the world,
Yeah.
like especially Kira, you know
Yeah.
all of the stuff he had to go through, because he didn't even want to be a part of the battle in the first
Yeah,
place.
that's right. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, and you kept telling Kira, obviously, there was the going back to the 13th episode, where they had gave them the option to discharge from the military. Kira had the option to discharge, and he was going to discharge from the military, but he ultimately decided to stay,
Mm.
because he was the best fighter in the Gundam suit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's you're right. Those characters who she's got uh leadership qualities, and she's strong and she's powerful, and you know, kind of a feminist. Women in these roles is so important. And then it just shows that she can also be, what's also important is have the heart and the caring and the the have the well-being of others. And
Mhm.
that's what we need in all of our leaders, frankly. So I agree. I agree with you 100%. She's
And just a
terrific.
just a badass, like,
She's a badass.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, in the second episode she literally has a gun and she's detaining Kira and all of her friends, and she was like, you've been exposed to top military personnel, and, and she's basically like, you guys are now detained.
I love that you have those moments in your brain. I love that. I love that. I'm gonna go
Yeah,
watch it again. It's been
yeah,
years, but I'm gonna go watch it again.
you need to, especially and the scenes with the Zaft planet, and Andrew Cavadas played Patrick Zala. Andrew Cavadas is
Yeah.
and obviously Mark Oliver is just
Mark Oliver.
amazing
Yeah.
too. And the story, about Kira and Sam Vincent's character, it was kind of like a Fox and the Hound story.
Yeah.
Because they were best friends, but then this war kind of, tore their friendship apart, because
Yeah.
Sam's character was obviously in the Zaft planet, and Kira was in the Earth Alliance.
Yeah. 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 It's good. I mean, it's like it's storytelling 101, right? It's just perfect. So
Mm-hmm.
good. So
Mm-hmm.
good. Yeah.
But anyway, we will go ahead and wrap it up. But thank you so much for joining me.
You're
And
so welcome.
before we head off, one other question I had for you is, to all of the fans out there who still, love your work, and support your work, what do you have to say to everyone out there who watches this podcast?
Oh, well, thanks everyone. We really couldn't do any of this without you. You are the reason that these stories are told and these shows are built. And you inspire everyone. You inspire the creators, the writers, the drawers, the technicians, the actors, the fans. You are responsible for that. So big heart out to you. Lots of love, and let's just keep seeing what else we can do. All of us
Mhm.
together. Yay.
And hopefully someday we'll see you in the voice industry again, because I would love to see you doing some more dubs, and hopefully some more prelay up in Vancouver with the gang,
With the
back at the gang.
gang. Me too. Me too. Yeah, definitely. I
uh,
will. I will. I'll be back. I'll be back.
like honored. I'll be back.
I'll be back.
All right. Well, you have a great rest of your day, Lisa,
Thanks,
and
Gabe.
we will talk soon.
You bet. Take care.